Hi, this is Kevin Martini, and yesterday was a crazy day. Technically, it was actually the worst day of 2019 for stock market. However, a killer day if you wanted to lock in a 30-year fixed mortgage for a purchase or a refinance with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage. Now, all the drama in the markets was created by the inversion of the 10-year and the 2-year Treasury. This inversion signaled to the markets a recession warning to the stock market, and poof, the worst day of 2019 for stocks. Let me share this very important fact. Recession does not mean housing crisis. Right now, yields are upside down. That's really all that it means. In other words, the spread between the 10-year Treasury and the 2-year Treasury are inverted. Simply put, the yield or the return on a 2-year are higher than the yields or the return on a 10-year. Oh, by the way, yesterday the 30-year Treasury hit the lowest level ever. Now, what does this mean? Let me give you a hashtag Kevin Martini Live breakdown for a moment. When an economy is running on all cylinders, there is typically price pressure, and because of this price pressure, inflation rears its head. Inflation is the nemesis to the bond because it erodes their return and causing rates to go higher on the long end of the curve, like the 10-year Treasury or mortgage bonds. Oh, by the way, mortgage rates do not live in treasuries. They live in the mortgage bond arena. When an economy slows down, there is normally no signs of pricing pressure or no signs of the evil inflation, and the yields on the long side decline. Here's what's happening with the inversion. There is a higher return to lock your money for 2 years, and there's a lower rate of return for locking your money for a longer period of time. And now you know what an inverted yield curve is. When the yield curve inverts, it is a potential sign that the economy is taking its foot off the accelerator. It is critical to share. An inverted yield curve does not mean recession. It's also important to mean recession does not mean housing crisis. All that this inverted curve means, it simply raises a flag that something may be wrong with the economy, and it is a symptom of a recession, or a symptom of a recession may be knocking on the door. Now, I have to share with you all, we will have a recession. I have shared it on my podcast. I've shared it on social media. I have shared it with my realtor partners, and I've shared it with my families that I have the opportunity to work with. A recession is not a bad thing, and a recession does not mean housing crisis either. It is my opinion the next recession, when it happens, will be more like taking your foot off the accelerator for a couple of moments. It will not be like slamming on the brakes at all. Here's the deal. I am watching the markets by the minute, so you don't have to. If you're thinking about buying a home for the first time, right now is a ground floor opportunity with these epic rates. If you are thinking of selling, your timing could not be better, and you will have a bonus of historic rates on your new home loan purchase when you buy. Perhaps your home is perfect, and that is awesome because right now is a perfect time to refinance. Speaking of refinancing, that was the topic of the 68th episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast that was released earlier this week, and it's available on iTunes or by going to www.martinimortgagepodcast.com. If you want any questions answered about what I shared, or if you have any questions about your personal situation and you want some advice from a trusted and experienced mortgage strategist, I invite you to give me a jingle at 919-238-4934. In closing, I have to share that right now there is a major opportunity. Let us connect so I can help you seize it.